Oklahoma is ranked 49th in the country for uninsured patients. The U.S. Census Bureau said that 14% of Oklahomans were uninsured. So if you do the math, that's tens of thousands, upwards of 50,000 plus people in our community that don't have access to health care.
So you're looking at the needs, people who need clothing, people who need food, people who need jobs, people who need medical attention because, you know, they don't have that and they don't have the ability to be able to do that.
What would you do if you didn't have health insurance? You'd be a wreck. You would be so stressed out of your mind, especially if you had any level of health issue that was challenging.
I see anything from people who just haven't had blood pressure medicine in years to barely being able to walk, people that come to me with things that could have been intervened upon sooner with an easy outcome. They've been neglecting things to a point where they basically present like a third world patient. And it's bizarre. How can this happen in the United States of America?
I was severely depressed and sick. I had headaches 24 hours a day, chest pain 24 hours a day. I've got nerve damage in my legs. I've got myopathy in my feet, and I was in a really bad place.
Well, sometimes life throws you curveballs that you were not expecting. And so because I thought they were not going to help me because, you know, I was not like a very, very low income, but they did.
I've gone through a lot of hard times. Broke my back twice, my neck twice, my arm twice, my foot 3 times. Over the last 10 years, it's taken a toll on me, so I don't make the money I used to. You know, when I was making money, I just went, I had a regular doctor.
The need is endless. And why is the church supposed to be here? Not just so we can meet on Sunday morning. It's because God's called us to meet the need. I was hungry and you fed me, I was naked and you clothed me. You look at the need, and that's why the church is here.
Part of the object of treating patients is looking at their entire health, and health goes well beyond just the physical, goes beyond just the mental, it does go into the spiritual.
A person's physical health is so near and dear to them, and when they do not have it, they begin to explore life's greatest questions. Who am I? Is there a God? What's the purpose of my life? What's the purpose of what I'm going through? And to have the church come together and be able to answer those questions and share Christ with people while they're also being rendered the medical health care that they need, it's a recipe for holistic life transformation. The gospel and good works coming together in a glorious way.
When people come in, they feel it's different. You know, for some, they come in and they may have walls up about Jesus and about Christianity, and that love can start tearing those walls down little by little. It may not happen in that moment when they're in here, where their walls are totally torn down, but they start coming down because of the love that's shown.
Yeah, quite often we get patients that'll say they feel like this home, and they feel like it's, a happy place to come, and I try to tell them it's the love of God that makes a difference.
From day one, I walked in and they welcomed me with open arms. They always opened with a prayer. Made me feel very welcome, made me feel very comfortable, and made me feel like I was a person.
Medicine can be a gateway for them to come in and be ministered to, and maybe make them a little more receptive to eternal realities. You could have an opportunity to love on people and just meet them where they are.
I would say one of the cool things that happens with the Good Samaritan being in our church is that it helps us build another bridge. We have a saying around here that we build a bridge from our heart to yours that Jesus can walk across.
What we have found is that our patients' lives are drastically transformed when they have also entered not into a relationship just with a primary care provider, but with the God of the universe.
And it's almost a miracle that they got my health back on track.
It's really impacted my life. It's just been
it has been a transformation of my life, and I thank God for it.
I just want to say thank you. I'm sorry.
It would be impossible for us to have the kind of medical clinic that's here without Good Samaritan. We just don't have the resources.
We can't do that. So you know what? We pray for God to bring the right people around us, and Good Samaritan has been an answer to that prayer.
We have 6 to 8 churches right now that have reached out to us and are chomping at the bit to start a clinic. We can't do them all presently because we're lacking the resources. And so our hope and our prayer is to be able to act on these 6 to 8 opportunities.
We still have needs that aren't being met. And when we have to turn people away and can't see them, that's sad because they came here for help.
If I hadn't have gotten help when I did, who knows what might have happened.
I would not even fathom the idea of what would have happened had I not met Good Samaritan. I may not be sitting here.
Investing in Good Samaritan, you know where your money is going and you know what's going to happen with it, and there will be results from it.
And if God puts it on your heart to help, to give of yourself, your time, your money, whatever you can give, do it.
If you're on the fence, you have to look and say, why am I on the fence? You know, do I really, is it burning in my heart to help meet people's needs? Our motivation should be to be the hands and the feet of Jesus, to go everywhere we go. And we're not looking at a return on our financial investment. We're looking at making a difference in people's lives.
It's working.